Welcome to the Tradier Rundown. I am Jim Murio. That's Bob Iacchino. We together are the co-hosts of Tradiers, the critically acclaimed Tradiers, The Trader's Edge. Bobby, how are you? Here's the deal. So we've been doing podcasts and such for 2 years, maybe even more than 2 years. Are we gold bugs?
What's that?
Are we gold bugs?
I don't know if 2 years qualifies us as gold bugs. I don't know if we can say that. I just think the environment for gold to be much, much higher than it is right now continues to be a true statement, I guess is all I would say. Every time I look at the environment for gold, I'm like, okay, so is it supposed to turn around here? Like fundamentally, should it change? And I'd say no. I will say that currently gold is forming a double top, but that double top target down below, if it were to trigger, which it hasn't yet, is likely a buy. It basically takes you down to that sort of between 2,400 and 2,450 level where you've got all that support from the previous double top that never triggered.
Okay, so I have three questions though, and the first one's going to be technical because it bounced off against that 2,700 level, which I think is very important. A settle above 2,700 and then some previous day strength. Does that convince you that the next move higher is underfoot?
So I'll be even more technical about it. I've been tracking a downward sloping channel, which was likely to be a continuation pattern because it was almost like a bull flag, bull flag, but not perfectly because it wasn't a straight up move prior to that.
Yeah, I saw it.
And on the 11th, we closed above it. Then on the 14th, we went back into it, closed below it. Then yesterday, we closed above it. Again, we're speaking here on Wednesday the 16th. And I said yesterday, my gold commentary that I do for another group, that was likely a continuation pattern higher. So I've got my new targets set in the short term, and my first one sits at about 2760. I see a clear path to 3,000 though, fundamentally.
So do I, but I want to see it close above that 2,700. I want to see some strength after that. So let's talk about the fundamentals of it real quick. Okay. Cause you saw the Substack that I wrote, which I've been arguing that gold is up 44% in 3.5 years, or is it? Perhaps your dollar is just worth 30% less than it was before. And that's the equation. If your dollar's worth 70 cents, then gold should be 42% higher, which is pretty much precisely what it is. So is what we're seeing just a reval of gold because it's priced in dollars, or have we started to figure in global central bank purchases with the highest level in 75 years, led by China, India, Brazil? They are stockpiling gold and moving away from U.S. treasuries. Not at an alarming rate, but at enough of a rate for us to look at. Have we figured all those things in yet for the price of gold?
I think a lot of that might be figured in terms of if it were to stop today, right? Which it's not.
Right.
And, back to your point about your Substack was accurate. And that's, I think, part of the reason people like gold right now is because it has actually exceeded the drive of inflation, and not many things have done that. Certainly not the US dollar. Treasuries didn't even do it over the course of this inflationary run that we've had. So treasuries have not been priced to inflation, so to speak. So gold has outgained inflation. So yeah, to the point of your Substack, your money's not worth what you think it is. You haven't outperformed. But if you've been all in gold, which I've not, I've been in gold since November 22, but not all in. I'm talking about November 2022. This has been a run that has outperformed inflation. I think that's going to continue.
Yeah, but not by much though, right?
I think with the way they print money, dude, all we're looking for is outperformance.
That was going to be my next question. Is one of these candidates better for gold than the other? Are they both profligate, drunken sailor spenders? Does it matter which one wins?
I think probably Harris is a little bit better for gold because I think there's still sort of a confrontational relationship between President Trump and the Fed.
And, you don't say. How dare you?
Yeah, and I don't know. People talk about the danger of him wanting to control the Fed. The president has a tremendous amount of power over the Federal Reserve. He appoints them all. He appoints the chairman. And there's nothing wrong with the Treasury Secretary calling the Fed chairman and saying, let's sit down and have lunch. I want to sort of express the administration's policy to you. That's been happening for decades.
Yep.
So, just the fact that Trump says it out loud is a typical thing. So I think Harris is a little bit better for gold because I think stagflation happens with Kamala Harris.
So do I. So I'm long and strong gold and don't point. I am.
Gold bugs.
What's that?
We're gold bugs.
We're gold bugs, I guess. So here from the Gold Bug Show, I know this has been Tradier's Rundown. I am Jim Muriel. That's Bob Iacchino. Please join us on Trader's Edge, 3 p.m. live on Wednesdays on the Tradier Hub. Thank you guys for all the support.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.